Hi, my name is Cian, and this is my web application development project. My objective of my application was to inform the user of the football team Man United while displaying structured data in JSON format, manipulation of a structured data, add, edit, and delete records to show visualize data using client-side scripting techniques. The research I had to do was obviously Man United itself, getting to know the managers, the players, and everything about that. But mainly on the coding side was the bar chart. I had to make that interactive, was one of the main problems. And also the express.js application to actually make it work and to include the add, delete, and the get records. Um, the project stores records in JSON format. The goal was to allow users to add, edit, and delete records, as well as visualize the data using interactive charts. In this project, um, JSON was used to structure data such as user profiles about the players. Um, the project used client-side scripting techniques, primarily JavaScript and HTML canvas, to present visualizations like bar graphs. These visualizations help users understand trends, distributions, and patterns within the data. The technologies I use was Visual Studio Code and Postman. Um, Advantages of Visual Studio Code is that it's fast and it's an efficient code editor compared to other fledged IDEs. It performs quick and it opens quickly on lower end machines. It is highly customizable. It offers a vast collection of extensions that allow users to tailor the editor to their specific needs. It is also free to use and open source, which encourages a lot of people to use it in the community. So obviously that makes it attractive for people like me, like students. It is a user-friendly interface, the clean and intuitive interface with features like a split editor, integrated terminal, and customizable key bindings make it easy to navigate, especially for beginners. It's actually not ideal for all languages. While it supports many languages, certain languages like Java may require additional configuration or the installation of third-party extensions to help it function in the proper way. The advantages of Postman is that it offers a intuitive graphical user interface, which simplifies the process of sending HTTP requests and viewing responses. This makes it accessible for both beginners and people who are more advanced. Uh, the API testing is comprehensive. It supports a wide variety of HTTP requests, get, post, put, delete, etc., enabling developers to thoroughly test APIs. It's a bit of a learning curve for advanced features, while basic usage is easy to learn. Some of the more advanced features can be difficult to grasp at the start. This HTML document creates a web page showcasing information about Manchester United Football Club. It defines metadata such as character encoding and viewport settings to ensure the page is responsive across devices. The page includes a reference to an external CSS file for styling. The main content features a heading that displays Manchester United and a paragraph explaining the purpose of the web application to demonstrate structured data, manipulation of that data, and data visualization techniques using client-side scripting. A canvas element is included to visualize data through chart.js. This JavaScript section defines an object, Man United managers, which holds information about recent and historic managers of the club. Using this data, the script dynamically displays detailed information about each manager, such as their first and last name, age, nationality, years at the club, and key successes. This through document.write-in. This JavaScript code creates a bar chart using chart.js. It's first gets the canvas element myChart by its ID. A new chart is created by the chart constructor, specifying the chart type as bar. The chart displays the number of years each manager spent at Manchester United with labels for six managers: Alex Ferguson, David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ole Solskjaer, and Erik ten Hag. The data array defines the years they managed, and the chart's options ensure the y-axis starts at zero. The chart is drawn on the canvas elements. Uh, the style sheet, the style sheet's elements within the web page. The center text class centers text and sets the font size to 36px, ensuring any element with this case is permanently displayed. The body selector applies to a sans serif font, sets a light grey text color, and ensures the body takes at least the full viewport by height with a white background color. The chart class styles chart containers set a maximum width of 900px, height of 450px, and padding of 50px. It also centers the chart with zero auto. The chart types classes adds a margin at the bottom and centers buttons, while the button itself has pattern for a more clickable design. Database setup. The code initializes an SQLite database named manunited.db using the SQLite tree package. The database contains a players table within the following columns: an ID, a name, an age, a position. If the players table doesn't already exist, it is created when the application starts. Adding a player. This route allows adding a new player to the database. Use the Express validator middleware to validate incoming data. Um, it ensures within like it ensures the player's name is provided. With the age, it validates that the player's age is an integer between 16 and 40. Position ensures the player's position is provided. If the validation fails, a 400 HTTP response with the validation errors is returned. Getting all the players. This route fetches all players from the players table. The dball function is used to retrieve all player records. If there's an error fetching the data of 500 status code with the error message is returned. If successful, the server responds with the player data. The server with the player data in JSON format. Updating a player. This route allows updating a player's details based on the player's unique ID providing the URL. The Express Validator middleware ensures that if data is provided, it is valid. Update query is built dynamically. If any field is provided in the request body, name, age, or position is included in the update query. If the update is successful, 200 states code with a success message is returned. Deleting a player. This rule allows deleting a player by their ID. If the player does not exist, a 404 status code is returned. If successful, a 200 status code with a success message is sent back. Searching for a player. This route allows searching for players by their name using a query string parameter. It validates that the name query parameter is provided. If not, a status code with an error will pop up. A like SQL query is used to search for players whose name contains the search term. Error handling and validation. Express validator is used throughout to ensure that input data is properly validated before performing database operations. Validation checks include ensuring required fields are provided, checking that age is an integer between 16 and 40. If validation fails at any route, the response includes detailed error messages indicating what is wrong with the output. Um, the application listens on port 3000, providing a URL where the API can be accessed. The application logs messages on successful connection to the database and when the server starts. Obviously, the add player sends a post request to add player with player details. A get player sends a get request to players to retrieve all players. Update player sends a put request to update player to update a specific player. Delete player sends a delete request to delete a specific player. Now I'll move on to Postman to show you how it works. Just put in add player. Just gonna do something simple. Send it back like that. Now I will show the get. Change this to players. As you can see, it's down here as well.